Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn few basic things about social networking, introduction to digital advertising and analytics. First, we'll start with the social networking. Social networking is nothing but an internet-based social media sites or apps which are used to stay connected with friends, family, colleagues, customers, or clients. Social networking can have a social purpose, business purpose, or both using websites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and so on. Social networking comes with many benefits. One of them is few of them are listed here. We'll see one by one. Social networking helps us to connect with the people, whether friends, family, relatives, colleagues, clients, and so on. This technology gives us the access to the instant communication tool. This can be social networking can be used as a communication tool in order to communicate with the people either through the chat, audio, or video. It provides real-time information, and social networking can be used to create brand exposure. That is, you can use this social media networking in order to promote your products, and it's fun also, entertaining also. Even the law enforcement people are also using the social networking in order to connect with the people, in order to understand their problems, solve them, or sometimes in order to give some information to the public. It also helps to the students in order to learn more things. For example, YouTube is there where you can find study related materials, videos are there using which students can learn. Apart from that, even the Teams software is there, which is used to connect with the students, connect with the employees, and share the videos, the study materials, and so on. And it also helps to those shy people, introvert people who are very shy, whenever they are supposed to talk with the people, because in the social networking, they don't have to face anyone in real time. They can easily communicate with them either through chat or some messages. And also social networking helps the elderly people, to connect with their children, connect with their other people also. They feel connected with the world. Apart from social networking, which is used for personal purposes for the connecting with the family and friends, there are other websites or apps are there which are specifically meant for professional purposes. This professional networking is the process of using websites to connect with the business or other professionals to look for employment or to share one's knowledge. These, in order to understand the difference between the social networking and professional networking, we can see the four parameters. The first one is the definition. Social networking is used for the social purpose, that is connecting with the family and friends, whereas the professional network is used specifically meant for the professional purpose, like connecting with the employer or connecting with the employee, searching for a job, looking for a job, learning new skills, and so on. Social networking used by the almost everyone who are using the internet for communication purposes, whereas the professional networking is mostly used by the employee, employers, businessmen, entrepreneurs, and so on. In the social networking, the communication is always informal, but whereas in professional networking, communication is always formal. Now, when you look at the applications of social networking, it is meant for the socializing, friendship, chatting, discussion, exploring, and understanding. Whereas the professional networking is meant for connecting with the people, learning the new things, searching and applying for jobs, and so on. Examples of social networking is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Snapchat, WeChat, Twitter, and so on. Whereas the professional networking, one of the best and easy to remember is that LinkedIn is there, Naukri.com is there, monsterjobs.com is there. Now, there may be a situation where you want to convey your idea to someone, but you don't want to write the paragraphs or into the pages. In those cases, you want to write only a few sentences. In such cases, we use the microblogging, which refers to the combination of blogging as well as instant messaging, which permits users to create short messages that are posted and shared with the online audiences. The best example for the microblogging is the Twitter, which is very popular, which is used by almost in every field, whether it's a politician, businessman, celebrities, students, businessmen. Almost every kind of people are using the Twitter in order to convey their ideas, in order to communicate, in order to give some information, or in order to ask for some information. And in this microblogging, usually the format of the messages includes text, images, video, and audio. In the microblogging, user can include the tags in their messages in order to highlight the interest in the thread. That is, suppose if you want to talk about some topic, in that case, we use tags in order to highlight that on which topic we are talking about. Suppose if you want to uh, associate that particular message with someone, in that case, we can use at percent ampersand, sorry. We can use at symbol in order to mention someone. Now, the importance of hashtag is very important here in the social media because it has many purposes. Let's see 4 reasons why we should use the hashtags. The first one is that hashtag simplifies the process. Searching a hashtag pulls the results for each post using the hashtag. So for example, if you are searching for a particular content like stock market, in that case, you can give the hashtag stock market, and then whoever has posted related to stock market and use the hashtag stock market will be retrieved and it will be shown to you. So the process of searching is very simple. Second is that the hashtag compel an action. When a user sees a post that is of interest, they will likely spend time looking through content brought by that hashtag. Suppose if I want to know about the stock market, in that case, I will use the in the search block, I'll just type hashtag stock market. And when I do that one, all the information related to the stock market will come to me. And based on that content, I will spend time. Hashtags are evolving. That is, every day, whenever somebody is posting a new content, in those cases, they will create one hashtag so that that particular content can be associated with that one. As and when the people are creating more and more hashtag, it is evolving and it is collecting more and more information about new topics every day. The last point is that they reward the distinctive. The hashtag make finding information very useful. As I mentioned earlier, that whenever you want to search a particular topic or any information related to a particular topic, in that case, you can use the hashtag and to get all the information. Now, the next topic is e-commerce. Nowadays, everything is going online, including the shopping. Suppose if you want to buy or sell anything using the technology, using the internet, in that cases, it comes under the e-commerce because you're doing the business over the internet using the technology. Now, in the e-commerce, basically there are 4 types of e-commerces there. The first one is business to business e-commerce. This is mainly done between the 2 business houses or 2 companies. They sell and buy from each other. They don't directly contact or they don't directly sell anything to the customers or consumers. They sell only the products with the other companies. That's why it's called as business to business. One business is selling the product of buying from the other business. Second one is business to consumer. Business to customer e-commerce, B2C. Now there are many companies are there who own their own website and they want to sell their products in their own website. In those cases, they create a website or an app and then they list all the product there which they want to sell it. And whoever wants to buy them, they can simply visit those websites and purchase from there. And this process is called as business to customer because business is directly involving with the customer. Third one is consumer to consumer e-commerce. As the word says, consumer to consumer, that is both buyer and seller are communicating with each other directly. The best example is OLX is there, eBay is there, where if you want to sell something, in that case, you can list your product. You're not manufacturing anything. You have some product, you want to sell it. In that case, you can list that one, and whoever is interested in that one, they will contact you and they will buy you. Same way, if you want to buy something, you can simply go to that website, search for the product, and if already someone is has already posted that information about that product, in that case, you can contact them and buy directly from them. Here we are not buying anything from the company. One consumer is buying from the another consumer. That is consumer to consumer. The last one is business to government. This is mainly done between the government and the business, the companies. There are many informations are there which government wants to convey to the companies. There are many products are there which are directly sold to the companies by the government. In those cases, some governments will have their own websites or a platform on which they can communicate with the other companies. So this is called as the business to government. These e-commerces comes with their own advantages and disadvantages. Let's see what are the advantages. The first one is that e-commerces help the organization or company in order to expand nationally or internationally. Because when you're using the technology, using the internet, in that case, you are developing a website and those websites can be accessed from anywhere in the world. So in that case, that product, the brand get exposure at the national level as well as the international level. These e-commerces helps the organization to reduce the cost of create, process, distribute, retrieve, manage the paper-based information. Now, when you're using the technology, you don't have to maintain the paperwork most of the time. Everything is done automatically and everything is stored in the computer in the form of soft copy. So you don't have to spend time on creating each and every paperwork. Using the e-commerce, companies can improve their brand image by advertising in a better way. or promoting their product, what are the good things about their product, what are the features. They can express all those things through the e-commerces, and then they can improve the image of the company. E-commerces also helps in providing a better customer services, because customers many times they don't have to search from going from one shop to another shop. They can simply sitting at home itself, they can visit some websites or install some apps, and through them they can find the information, and they can order also, they can buy those things, and the product will be delivered at home. So it will provide a better customer service. E-commerces simplify the process because it is completely technology based and it is automated. The companies need not to hire each and every person for each and every task. The computer will do everything. It will show the products to the customer. When the customer purchases, it will generate the bill and it will mail the bill to that customer, and then the products can be dispatched. Because everything is going automated way, so you don't need any papers. So it reduces the paperwork a lot. Uh, and at each and every step, the computer, the technology is taking care of everything. So in that case, the time required to take an order, approve an order, and confirm an order, everything, the time is reduced, because of which productivity increases. It also provides 24/7 customer support, either through a chatbot or through a customer call centers, through which any person who is having any issue, they can directly contact them and get it solved. E-commerce application, there are many e-commerce applications are there. When you look, when you're searching for any product, usually we don't search in only one app, we search in many apps. So that means that we are getting information about the product not from one source but multiple sources. And also we'll come to know that which particular platform is providing at a better price. So we'll come to know that how we can save money by purchasing from which particular app. For example, if you want to buy any laptop or mobile phone, in that case, you can search that particular item in Amazon and Flipkart and so on. And whoever is giving you the best price, you can buy from them. That will save the money. And also, it will also provide the comparative with the other products also. So comparing with the other products, knowing the features is also easy in the e-commerce. Now, when you look at the disadvantages of the e-commerce, the first thing is that lack of security, reliability, and standards. Uh, when you develop a technology, there may be a possibility that some loopholes will be there in the technology, some bugs will be there, and because of that bug, some people may misuse those vulnerability. So in that case, security issue will be there, reliability issue will be there. Software development industry is still evolving and keeps changing rapidly. So depending upon the new technology, whenever the new technology comes, they have to adopt it. That is also a disadvantage. Network bandwidth is another issue. Even though the company makes the best website or the creates the best app, it won't work unless the people who are supposed to use this get the better bandwidth. Suppose if they don't have the 4G network and if they have the lowest internet connection, in that case, they cannot use that e-commerce. So in that case, the complete system will fail. So the bandwidth is an important issue here. If the bandwidth is not there, in that case, e-commerce may not work as efficiently as it should. Having an e-commerce requires a lot of infrastructures. For example, web servers or other softwares might be required by the company, and these web servers are quite expensive, and they have to be maintained and updated on time to time. These e-commerces are very difficult to integrate with the other existing software or websites or databases. That is also one more issue. Software and or hardware compatibility issue may also come. So these are the few disadvantages of e-commerce. Now, whenever you're doing the e-commerce, in those cases, we most of the time we go for the online payment. Online payment is nothing but you're making a payment or doing a transaction using the internet, using the technology. For example, whenever you're buying something or you're paying the bill, you may be using the phone pay or Google Pay, or you may be using the debit card or credit card and so on. All these comes under the e-payments. There are many different types of online payment systems are there. The first one is the e-money. So e-money transaction refers to the situation where the payment is done over the network and the amount gets transferred from one financial body to another. That is, whenever you're buying something, you're making a payment. Let's say you're buying something from your particular shop. In that case, you may be using the phone pay or Google Pay or anything. In that case, money will be transferred from your bank account to their bank account. So that is how the e-money works. And in the e-money, there are different ways of using the e-money. You may be using the credit card, you may be using the debit card, smart cards, or nowadays we have a technology with the UPI. You may be using the Google Pay, Phone Pay, Beam, and so on. Electronic fund transfer is another way of transferring money from one bank account to the another. The best example is NEFT, which is used to transfer the money from one person's account to another person. Now, when the money transfer is happening, there may be a different situation. The two people may be having the bank account in the account in the same bank, or in a different bank, or in a different bank in different states. So in those cases, what happens here is that the banks will communicate with each other, and on your behalf, your bank will make a payment to that other bank, and that bank will make the payment to the person that you want to send the money. Credit card is another way of making the payment. Basically, it's a plastic card, small plastic card, which will have a magnetic strip. The credit card that comes with the credit. That means you don't have to pay the money on spot. The, the company which has issued you the credit card will make a payment on your behalf. And later, at the end of the month, you will get the bill. And then you have to pay to that company which issued the credit card to you. So it doesn't matter whether you have a money in your bank account or not. Using the credit card, you can buy something. Only thing is that you have to pay the money later. The next is debit card. It is quite similar to the credit card. It has a plastic card, magnetic strip is there. The only difference between the credit card and the debit card is that in the credit card, even if you don't have the money in your bank account, you can purchase things. But in the debit card, whenever you're using the card, money from your bank account will be deducted and will be transferred to the person that you want to send or you want to make the payment. So if you don't have the money, you cannot use the debit card. But as a credit card, even if you don't have the money, you can purchase things. Smart card is also similar to the credit or debit cards. The difference is that it will have some one microprocessor chip which will contain your information. And also some smart cards provide the option of loading the money. That means you suppose if you're traveling and you are not sure whether your credit card or debit card works there and you don't want to carry the cash. In those cases, you can buy a smart card which works in that particular area, and then you can load the money. And then you can use that card in that place. And whenever you're using that smart card, money which is already loaded into that card will be deducted. It's like a wallet. Paytm has a wallet, PhonePe has a wallet. If you load the money, whenever you're using that app, the money will be deducted from that wallet. And this debit card and the smart cards, whenever you're using it, you have to use a PIN, the secret code. Only then the card will be authorized to make the payment. This is for the security purpose. They have made the PIN. Next is digital marketing. Digital marketing is also called as online marketing, which it is nothing but the promotion of the the product by connecting with the potential customers. Whenever a company has any product, they want to sell it and they want to promote that product through the internet or through the technology. In that case, what they will do is that they will first identify the potential customers who can buy those things, that target people. And once they identify them, then they will try to sell them. This digital marketing may include different types, attractive different techniques they use for attracting the customer. They can use the email, they can use the social media, web-based advertisement, uh, multimedia through the video, YouTube. They can promote their products to reach out to the potential customers. Now, in the marketing, there are two types: traditional and digital. Traditional is one which we were using it before the introduction of technology. Now also traditional and digital marketing both are happening. Now you just have to see what is the difference between the digital and traditional marketing and which one is the better. Now, traditional marketing usually includes the promotion of the product without using the internet, like using the showing the ad through the TV or calling someone to explain their product, uh, placing the banners, broadcast, or door-to-door services, door-to-door reaching out to the people, making a pamphlet and distributing among the people and so on. Whereas the digital marketing, the product services products is promoted using the digital media, electronic medium, uh, like search engine optimization, pay-per-click, web design, content marketing, and so on. The traditional marketing is not so cost effective because whenever you're spending the money, you will not get an idea about which particular technique has produced the better result. You may be advertising your product using that ad in the TV or calling someone telephonically, using the banner, broadcasting, distributing the pamphlet. Now you're experimenting with everything. You're trying every possible way to promote your product, but you will not come to know that which particular technique has made people to buy your product. Whereas the digital marketing, it is more cost effective for two reasons. One, because they're using the internet based techniques. So reaching out to the people is easy, and reaching out to the larger audience is very easy. Whereas the traditional marketing, reaching out to the larger audience is difficult. Traditional marketing is not so good for the brand building, whereas the digital marketing, it is efficient, fast, and it is better for the brand building. Uh, as I mentioned that in the traditional marketing, analyzing and understanding which particular technique has made the customer to buy your product, understanding that one is very difficult. Whereas in the digital, it is easy. Now, if you look at some of the examples of the ways in which both are done, is that in the traditional marketing, TV advertisement, radio, banner, broadcast, sponsorship, print ads, and so on. These are the ways of using the traditional marketing. Whereas the digital marketing includes search engine optimization, pay-per-click advertising, web design, content marketing, social media, and email marketing. So these are the difference between the traditional marketing and digital marketing. Now, on a glance, we can see that digital marketing has more potential compared to the traditional, but still, why? How is the digital marketing is useful? That's the question. Now, the first thing is that it has a lower cost and higher flexibility. You don't have to spend money compare as much as the traditional marketing. So the cost is very less. I'll explain what are the ways using which you will understand that how the cost effectiveness comes. It gives the access to the consumers very easily. Ability to speak about your product with the authority is easy in the digital marketing. Chance to engage the influencers so that they can endorse your product is also easy and useful. Opportunities to incorporate multiple types of media into your marketing, that is also done using the digital marketing. And ability to track customer purchase journey, that is also one of the important thing in the digital marketing, because of which it makes it useful. Because once you know your potential customer, then you try to understand that what are the things that a particular customer is buying, when he or she is buying, at what quantity, and all those things. And depending upon the customer's interest, we can you can promote your brand, you can promote your products. Now, in order to understand the types of digital marketing, basically there are 6 ways using which the digital marketing is done. We'll see one by one. The first one is the search engine optimization. Now, search engine optimization is nothing but making your product visible in the internet world. Whenever we are searching for anything, the first thing is that we do is that we'll go to the google.com and search for that particular product. Now, Google is one company which actually indexes the websites. It collects all the information about the website, like what the website is about, what product or what content they have, and what are the things they are talking about or they are doing about. And then based on that, keywords will be there. Now, whenever somebody is searching for a particular thing, in those cases, Google knows that which websites are uh, able to provide the services to that one. In that case, it will give a list of all the websites. For example, suppose if you are searching for a mobile phone, in that case, you may give the in the search box mobile phone. These two, mobile phone is the keyword. Now, when you type that keyword, Google has already identified the websites in which the people are talking about selling the mobile phones, or reviewing the website mobile phones, or talking about the mobile phones. So depending upon the keywords, it will give you the list of all the website. Now, for that, uh, for providing that list of website, the first is that Google needs to identify the content, and for that they use an algorithm called as crawling algorithm, which crawls through the websites, collects all the information. Now, whenever we have any website or an app, we want to make sure that it is visible in the top 10 or even the top 5 links provided by the Google. In those cases, we have to make sure that the search engine optimization is done. That is, the Google should be able to understand and identify our website as the best one to provide the services to the person who is searching for that particular product. In those cases, we can use 3 things. Of course, there are many, but I'll talk about only 3 things here. The first one is that content indexing. That is, we have to make sure that our website have the proper content which describes about our product, so that those products and the characteristics of the products, all those things are matched with the keywords that the user is searching for. good link structure. That is, you have to make sure that you have a website in which the link structure is well defined. Even the URL, you cannot give the random names, because even the URL has an important role to play. If you add the keywords or your product important products words in the URL, if you add that one, in that case identifying that is easy. Last one is the keywords and keyword targeting. By properly using the keywords, we can actually make sure that the Google's crawls algorithm identifies those keywords, and whenever somebody searches for that particular keyword, our website will come at the top. Next one is the pay-per-click content indexing. As the word says, pay per click. So the Google is actually apart from giving the website list, it is an advertising company which actually advertises the websites. Now, suppose if you want to promote your product, in that case, either your product has to be very popular so that whenever somebody searches, your website will come at the top. Suppose if you're a newcomer or you're a new entrepreneur and no one knows you about your product, in those cases, coming your website in the top is very difficult. So in those cases, people can use this technique, pay per click. That is, you can pay to the Google and say that whenever somebody searches these particular keywords, that is words, in those cases, you show my website at the beginning, at the top. So if you have observed, whenever you're searching for something, the first two links will be ad. That is, at the beginning, AD will be written, which is an indication that it is not the based on the search, but it is based on the advertisement. So when we pay to the Google, whenever someone searches for a particular content, in those cases, it will show our website link as an ad at the top. Now here, we don't have to pay to everything. Here, the thing is that whenever somebody clicks on that link and visits our website, only then we have to pay to the Google. So that's why it is called as pay per click. If someone doesn't click, you don't have to pay. If someone clicks, then only you have to pay. Uh, Next is social media marketing. Social media marketing is all about talking about or expressing your ideas, expressing the characteristics, the quality of your brand, of your product using the social media. The social media may include any social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. So if you're using those social media websites in order to promote, in those cases, it comes under the social media marketing. Content marketing is another way of another way of promoting your product. Here, usually companies don't show the advertisement. Rather, they will tell a story. They create a content in a way that people, when they read it, it will be narrated in such a beautiful way that people will be interested to know about that product. They will try to contact that person in order to know more about that content, more about that product, and end up in buying those things. The content has to be very good so that it can attract not only the person, but also it should make sure that content is so effective that person will not only buy once, but the customer has to buy again and again. So that is content marketing. You write a content, you tell the story of your product in order to reach out to potential customers. Affiliate marketing is nothing but us making the people who are already have followers, millions of followers in the social media, to make sure that they promote your product. There are many YouTubers are there who have millions of followers, millions of subscribers. Instagram, many people are there. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, who have millions of subscribers or followers. Now, whenever they say something, people listen to them. Now, whenever the company want to sell something, they have to identify the influencer who suits their product, and then they can ask those influencers to talk about their product in their YouTube videos or in their Instagram post or Twitter or Facebook and so on, and um, ask people to buy them. Of course, whenever any influencers promote any product, they get paid for that one as a compensation for advertising that particular product. So whenever we are doing the whenever we are using the influencers in order to promote our product, it comes under affiliate marketing. The last but not the least is marketing analytics. Now there are many ways of using. There are many platforms are there through which we want to promote our product. Now, how to understand that one what is the customer behavior, whether the person who visits our website is visiting again and again, or the new customers are coming, whether the same person, how much he or she is interested in our website. So in order to understand those things, we need statistics like whether a person is visiting our website again and again or not. If they are visiting, then how much time they're spending, on which particular page they are spending more time, on which particular content they are spending more time. If you get all this information, in that case it will help to analyze that what things are making people to get engaged with our website or app. In this particular domain, the Google Analytics is one tool which actually provides these statistics with the visualization in order to understand, or in order to help the website owners to identify which particular country people are visiting the website, how much time they are spending, uh, which particular content they are visiting again and again, and whether the person who's visiting the website is the same person or a new person. All these statistics, all this information is provided by the Google Analytics. So once you get the analytics, all you have to do is that you have to understand the data and analyze and interpret. And based on your interpretation, you have to take decisions. So this was about the digital marketing and analytics. Thank you.